Salutare tuturor și bine regăsit la un nou episod în care astăzi să jucăm un joc foarte ciudat numit The Stanley Parable. Am jucat demo-ul. Mi-am interesat jocul, ca să vedem aici begin the game. Vedem ce se întâmplă. Eu și aici acțiunea. Dar... să vedem ce se întâmplă în continuare.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor.
Bun, deci ăsta e un joc ca Stanley, unul care lucră la o companie mare care a păstrat.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month. And although others might have considered it soul-wrenching, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Bun, deci asta este birou, știu cum merge, în după să dă. Știu cum am jucat demo-ul. O cutie.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bun.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nu, a intrat pe ușa dreaptă.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Bun, deci... știu ce se întâmplă, nu știu să traduc, dar m-am uitat la unul care făcea un clip cu jocul ăsta în română, deci...
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking, but eager to get back to business. Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Bun, deci ăsta e depozitul de la Ikea, bun. Nu vreau să cad.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you. There's someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nu pe ușa roșie. Ai înțeles greșit, pe ușa albastră am mers.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Pe ușa albastră.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this invention. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Bun, a băgat un ecran, bun. The Stanley pe Worldwide Leaderboard. În total, 91.730 de uși deschise. 91. Only the worst 3% of players choose the blue tour. Adică cei 3% cei mai rău oameni aleg ușa albastră. Și eu sunt pe ultimul loc. Bun. Eu sunt pe ultimul joc, nu?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Loading, ia uitați.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Bun, deci eu trebuie să salvez un bebe care face pârțuri, nu? Fiți atenți ce fac. Nu-l mai salvez. Bun, așa se întâmplă dacă... Eu nu-l salvez că e urât.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Am găsit unul bun. Să vedem ce are.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then.
Bă, ai go weekend ăla ca să mă joc
Let's
dacă
see,
n-ai
what
de ăla
does
eu
it
nu mă
need?
joc.
Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
A băgat și muzica din Minecraft.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
N-am lumină.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
În ce mai mă trimite ghiță ăsta? Vă spune și mie dacă vă place jocul, că mie sincer chiar îmi place foarte mult.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Bun.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Bun. Bun, deci pun cubul ăsta de Minecraft aici.
Genius.
Da, știu, sunt un geniu mare. Voi ingeni în viața voastră.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games. And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here.
Bun. Beta. Mă, nu știu că-mi credeți doar și asta. Bun, dar ce trebuie să fac aici? Beta, cred că asta este atunci când s-a apucat să construiască varianta asta a jocului mai modernă. Pentru era un joc mai... ceva care arată mai comunist, oarecum. Unde aș arăta jocul de Stanley Parable? Ăsta este jocul pe vremuri, apoi a fost renovat. Bun, aici sunt alea cele două uși. Mă, dar jocul era diferit mult pe vremuri. Îmi cred că trebuie să mă uit la biroul meu, că cred că știu până când mă uitam la un clip. Bun. parcă jocul arată destul de bine pe atunci. Mă rezint. Mă, dar totuși așa este ok.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
End is never the end, is never the end, is... Au băgat loading-ul.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bă, acum merge și pe ușa aia dreaptă.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Loading și-a prins loading-ul ăla. Îmi place chestia asta, e bună.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here, yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Bun, am făcut altorul fericit, bun. Da, e frumos de ce tare, probabil că mi-a...
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh no, stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Ok. Dar să mă arăt pe scările alea. Să fie
No!
clar.
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Mă duc, mă întorc.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Nu, eu mă rup pe scări. O să mă rup pe scări.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
Eu o să mor.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, thank God.
Puțin damage.
You lived. You had me. No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Asta e o culoare oribilă pentru mine, nu-mi place roz.
No, perhaps not. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Asta cred că... Bă, da, de puțin mai de sensibilitate în jocul ăsta, asta îmi place, dar jocul e fain. Bun, mă arunc de data asta, mă arunc. Bine, o să mă arunc, o să mă mai încolo ca să resetez jocul, că momentan nu mai pot să mai fac nimic de aici. Momentan.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Nu știu ce trebuia să zic, dar... Bă, eu mor că asta e singura care din păcate să te întorci la joc. Să te întorci înapoi în birou. Da, mai este și varianta asta, cuidă. Așa, dar eu aplic din metoda caz. Cea mai basic.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Bun. Și stați puțin să vedeți acum ce se întâmplă.
To let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Dă mătura. Nu spuneți mie în comentarii ce părere aveți de jocul ăsta, că mie mi se pare un joc chiar destul de funny.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Bun, hai că merg, eu merg acum, eu o să merg, nu...
Stepping in...
Seacă-mă! Mă, am văzut tehnica asta într-un clip făcut de cineva, nu din România. Și a plăcut foarte tare schema asta, așa că o fac și eu. Bun, hai că e gata. Facem ultimul ending pe seara asta. Vedeți, a deschis o intrare pe aici. Pe eu vei merge. Loading, loading, loading. Tu acum ești, bun. Escape pod 72. Mă? Păi trebuie să de aici mi se pare atât de cunoscută cu demo-ul. Bă, deci mi se pare extrem de cunoscută bucata asta de aici cu demo-ul. Bine, nu aia, scara asta mi se pare atât de cunoscută. Bun. Mă, eu când ies? Escape pod launch bay. Bun, deci am făcut un ending.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nu trebuie să zic că jocul era ceva diferit.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't helpful, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Hai cu 2, 8, 4, 5.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Bun. Încă un engine. Poate. Loading, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Bun. Bine, hai că...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Bun. Unde ce este zare? Mă, cam ce asta o zi, nu o să facem ending cu acesta, nu vă dau spoiler, noi ne vedem și auzim data viitoare. Pa, pa!